Welcome back. Well, do you ever find yourself immediately jumping to the absolute worst case scenario when something goes wrong? Well, whether it is a missed phone call or maybe a last minute change of plans, are you suddenly convinced that everything is ruined?
That is so me, sadly, and it's called catastrophizing. And our next guest says it's a habit fueled by sneaky everyday insecurities.
Yeah, we're here with psychologist and communication expert Dr. Nicole Eull, who's going to teach us that the sky is not actually falling. It's great to have you here again.
Thank you so
It's
much.
such a hard word for me to say a few minutes ago, catastrophizing.
You did it.
But it's something that a lot of us do.
Yes, it's very
common, right?
Yeah, and it's actually just a shortcut that we all have that really, we hear this cliche of it comes from evolution. If this animal attacks you, you need to be on the ready to escape.
Yeah.
But it really has become a sort of lazy shortcut for the brain to opt out of critical thinking about what's really happening.
Yeah, it's such a good point.
Really, that's interesting. Can you explain that? Like, why does it happen?
Well, it is an evolutionary advantage, and I think now really what happens is I'm a cognitive behavior therapist by background, and so I conceptualize a lot of things by what we learn, our patterns that we learn in our childhood or early experiences or even in key moments of our adulthood. And we might learn certain rules that keep us safe or give us an advantage at certain points in our life. And then those, what I call emotional reflexes or habits of thought, kind of stick with us. And then we keep using them maybe long after we don't need them anymore. So an example might be if I'm in an abusive home, keeping quiet and not being noticed keeps me safe. But then I go out and I'm in safe relationships, safe environments, but I'm still safe workplaces, but I'm still keeping quiet and I don't want to be noticed. And obviously that is a disadvantage.
Yeah, that would work against you, which I understand. I think a lot of us can see ourselves in these words, but I also think that people have different degrees of this. Like some people it's their main go-to, or they tend to be more pessimistic, and other people just seem naturally optimistic. But one of the things you say about our thought pattern is that we have these sort of personal panic triggers. How does that affect this?
Yeah, so it comes down to one of three. The first is, I'm not good enough to handle this situation. I'll mess it up. It'll all be my fault. Or I can't trust anybody else to help me or be there for me or have my back, and so things won't go well because I can't trust people. Or it has to be perfect or it's not worth doing. So you can see where all of those are problematic.
Yeah, for sure.
I wonder if it's just something like you're like, what's the worst case scenario? And then you dwell on that, even though it might not happen, but you kind of get caught in it. What is something that we can do if we catch ourselves catastrophizing? How can we stop it? What's a skill or a tool you might recommend?
So the first step is just recognizing it. Awareness is everything. So that's what you do in therapy, that's what you do in coaching or training or leadership development, is realizing your pattern. So if do either of you recognize that in yourself? Do you recognize either of these?
Yes.
Yes, for
like
sure.
which one jumps out at you?
Yeah.
I'm not good enough, I can't trust other people, or it has to be perfect or it's not worth it.
I would say the first one for me, like I'm not capable of this, or something, or like I'm not going to be able to have the strength for this, or something.
So if you know that about yourself and you know that's your emotional reflex or your pattern, you can say, oh, there you are, you silly little friend, I see you. And just even having that awareness is that first step to recognizing the pattern. Because the second step then is to say, is this the most possible outcome? Is this the most possible end result?
The most likely?
Is that most likely? No.
Yes.
The worst case scenario is really the lazy, easy shortcut, right? So what evidence do I have that I'm not good enough? Let's take it to court. So that's the second step I like to say, is take it to court.
That's a great phrase for it. Yeah.
What evidence do I have that that's true? And I bet you have very little evidence that you're not capable, right?
What I often think is a kind of a different way of saying take it to court is I think, what would my friends tell me if they told me this? Because they'd say, you're totally capable. You could do a good job of this, that kind of thing. That helps me, and it's sort of along the same lines, like what evidence, what do people actually see here?
And actually, that is so true. That's such a good point, because what I'll say to people sometimes is, the things you're telling yourself, the mean things that you're telling yourself, would you tell your beloved those kinds of things? Would you ever say that out loud to your children, to your partner, to your best friend? Of course you wouldn't.
Right,
So
our
why do you
negative
do that?
self-talk would never be
acceptable.
we would say to anyone
Right.
else.
So why do we say it to ourselves? Why do we allow that negative self-talk to ourselves?
Such a great point.
Fascinating.
Yeah. We have just a little less than a minute left. Any other tips that we can use to sort of reframe our thoughts when we're catastrophizing?
Yeah, I think first of all, just always looking at what's the worst possible outcome and can I survive that? And also just, I do like this little extra tip of giving your negative thoughts or your catastrophizing thoughts or your extreme thoughts a name. I like to give them a name of someone you know from TV or someone you know from growing up that was a little bit negative or dramatic. And then, let's say the name is Betty. You can say, okay, Betty, that's enough.
Yeah, I like that. Because that's one of the things I learned with anxiety and panic is give it a name. Yeah,
Right,
so sometimes
right.
naming it and making it an entity is something that you can then manage somehow.
And I think it also separates it from you as a human, right? So you're not saying, I'm flawed, I'm anxious. It's Betty is bringing the drama, and I'm a healthy person who has tools that that I can use to cope with that.
I love that. Such
So
great
helpful,
tips. Thank
really.
you so much for being here.
Thank
I
you.
love this reframing. It's good.
That's right. And you can check out all these tips and many more on Dr. Nicole's website. It's drnicole.com.